In there to secure the ball. There goes Chris Patterson, and well done to Rory Lamont going in, securing the ball, and Simon Taylor picks up, and there you can see about 3 Argentines trying to rip that ball away, and of course if Taylor holds on to it, he's going to concede the penalty.
Cheers, remember.
I spoke to Les Cusworth, who is the Argentine assistant coach. Les, of course, played for Leicester and England. And he was saying they know what Scotland are going to do. Francisco Leonelli's told them what they'll try to do, which is this wide game, and they're ready for it. Rugby, of course, in Argentina blossoming at the moment. 72 clubs in Buenos Aires, and I can tell you they've also asked to join the Six Nations. More about that later. Murray, Blair, Hall, Douglas it was, Parks, Lamont held up, White's there. Blair hunting at the feet of this pack. Longer pass to nobody.
A bit disappointing, but I like the way these Lamont brothers are trying to get into the game. They're coming off their wings, they're looking for work, they're looking for ball. That's only signs of how Frank Haddon's saying they want to enjoy their rugby, they want to participate.
Well, so far the Scots have only kicked 8% of their possession, but this big Argentinian pack will happily take the ball to them all day. Pichot up the left wing, Leonelli, and that's a loose pass by the Argentinian there. And the Argentinians are causing all sorts of problems for Scotland here. They're winning plenty of ball, they've got plenty of power.
Well, I remember back in 1990 they really only had one style of game, and that was to get the ball to Hugo Porter, a tremendous kicking fly half, and they'd rely on scoring penalties. But they've got pace here. They've got experienced players who played in the Premiership. Leonelli playing in Celtic League. And they've got finishing ability.
Well, in the whole Argentinian 22, there are only 2 players who play in Argentina. The rest play in Scotland, England or France. And they play for winning teams in France and England.
And that's a real contrast even from about 2 years ago from the Argentine side that went to the World Cup in 2003.
Yes. Yeah, there was no call. There was no call. Let's listen, crouch and hold and a pause. Engage!
Kelvin Dika laying down the law.
Too low.
Penalty to Scotland. Well, quick penalty. Henderson got the ball from Taylor out to Parks to De Rollo. De Rollo has Patterson screaming outside him. Couldn't release him. Stays on his feet well. Patterson helps him. Blair's in there. Another penalty. Well, no prizes for guessing how Scotland want to play this. Murray. Blair. De Rollo, Hamilton, goodness me, basketball. There's big Andy Henderson, 6'3" centre.
Well, great continuity there by Scotland. Good hands, passing the ball out of contact, and that's what they've got to do. They've got to keep changing the angles of attack, keep causing the defenders to check where they are.
Jason White just giving Scott Murray a pat on the back. And remember, these Argentinians, when they drew with the Lions, they actually had 10 amateur players on the pitch. And these are the only professional rugby players from Argentina. The players we're seeing here and the ones that play around Europe. It's an amateur game in Argentina. In fact, Felipe Contepomi, playing in the centre, is actually still studying medicine at Dublin University.
He's not happy here.
Well, there's Frank Haddon on the left. The coach, as he was saying during the week, undefeated for 6 months.
We'll be doing very well if we could say the same after the next 6 months, I can tell you.
Well, there's Manuel Contepomi of Bristol Shoguns. going off with what looks to be a thumb injury or hand injury. And he's replaced by Lucas Borges from Stade Francais, real speed merchant, 14th cap. He scored 9 tries for his country, a real sevens expert, 3 tries against Wales in the summer of 2004, so look out for him, number 21, Borges.
Wait for the call. Not too soon. To the back, to the back. Too soon, Blue. Wait for the call. From the back of the scrum, thanks.
Mr. Dika just telling Pichot to wait for the call and give the opposition a chance to regroup. Pichot, Todeschini. Well, he's screwed that one a bit. Taylor. Care on the drive. Murray went beyond to help with the peel. Scotland then. There's this maul. Heading towards the 22. Parks is screaming for it on the right side. Blair just waits at the feet of his pack as the Argentinians regroup. They'll have to move it. Blair finds Parks. De Rollo outside. Contepomi stays on his feet well. De Rollo. Blair back to Patterson with the drop goal. It's Parks. It's through. And Dan Parks just slipped back into the full-back berth. Took Patterson's place. This is Scotland on the board then. Blair back to Parks. No, this is the lead-up play.
Well, I thought Marcus de Rollo did really well to get in behind the Argentine defence, and I thought they'd have been much better to actually spread it, but there we go. Parks sat back in the pocket and said, I'll have a crack at that, and he bent it like Beckham, but through the posts.
There's Dan Parks then. 17th cap, that's his second drop goal for his country. Scored 2 tries. Scotland need to move this ball a bit more than they're doing to pose these Argentinians some real problems.
Leave him, you come back as well.
Blair to Parks again.
Waiting front, waiting one.
Only finds Lionelli. Could have been deliberate. Martin Hernandez from Stade Francais with the up and under, chased by Borges, goes way ahead of it. Lamont is one of Scotland's best players, takes that, plucks it out of the air. Blair to Parks again. And Parks just drills that into Argentinian territory. It bounces inside the line. It'll be a line out to the Argentinians, just inside their own 22.
Well, that was much better play all round from Scotland. They claimed the kick-off right from the start. Super take by Sean Lamont there. Parks making amends from that first missed touch by a much better touch kick, which places Scotland in a much more prominent attacking position.
Now, Frank Haddon was saying that of the 146 Argentinian lineouts he studied, only one has gone straight to the back division. So he should know what's happening, and Kerr's in there. Has he stolen it for Scotland? The Argentinians keep it. Pichot back to Todeschini. Todeschini clears over the head of Rory Lamont. Into touch, it'll be a Scottish lineout.
That's a super clearance kick by the fly half there, who was one of the outstanding players against the Lions back in Cardiff before they disappeared out to New Zealand. 25-all draw.
Scots now heading up the middle. Hamilton goes over. Blair gets collared. Parks has to go back and scurry. He had Durand after him.
Argentine knock on first, which gives Scotland the put in the scrum. I think one of the secrets to this width, this game of width, is actually making sure they recycle ball quickly. They've got to try and recycle ball or play it out of the tackle quickly, Scotland, if they're going to make a real impact by playing this wide game.